5 a.m. Hello my beautiful Nicolettes, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new, and if you are new, make sure you guys hit that red subscribe button down below as well as the bell so you're notified every single time I upload. If you guys are curious, this is actually my mug and I recently launched my mug, so if you guys want to check it out, just click the link down below in the description box and pick up my merch. Had to do a little self-plug, but the reason why you clicked this video, let's get into it. A lot of you know that I started this habit of waking up earlier, and it's something that has really helped change my life for the better. It took a little bit of time for me to get there, but I implemented a lot of tips and tricks and it really made it easier for me to become this morning person. This is going to be difficult at the beginning, but if you guys implement my tips, it is going to make it a lot easier. Comment down below telling me what time you guys wake up, but on that note, let's just jump into it. So before I kind of jump into the first tip, I do have to say that of course if you're gonna wake up earlier, you have to have a purpose and a reason. If you don't really need to wake up earlier and it's not really gonna do anything beneficial for you and you don't really have that reason, it's not for everyone. I feel like you have to find out your motivation for waking up earlier and why you want to do it, and that's going to be the main reason that's going to help motivate you to become this morning person. I personally wanted to wake up earlier because I just found when I slept in, I didn't feel as good, I didn't get as much done, and I wasn't just as productive, and I felt like having that time in the morning made me a lot more productive and made me get a lot more things done. And especially as someone who is an entrepreneur, it is great to have that time right in the morning because you have all quiet, most people are asleep, and you just have this quiet time to really focus on the tasks at hand. Make sure you're finding out your reason as to why you want to wake up at 5 a.m. and really stick to that and remember that. But once you do find your reason, my first tip is to start slowly. So personally for me, I like waking up at 5 in the morning. So what I did was I just took 1 month to lead up to 5 in the morning. I made it more of a gradual process. For week 1, I started by waking up at 6:30 in the morning, and I did that for an entire week. Week 2, I started waking up at 6 in the morning. Week 3, I started waking up at 5:30, and week 4 was when I started to wake up at 5 a.m. By doing this, it was a lot more easier for me to become a morning person than if I just started with 5 a.m. right away. And if you are someone that sleeps in a ton, just starting even with 15 minutes earlier and putting your alarm for that time is amazing, because trust me, your body is going to start adjusting and you're going to get used to it. I just find by doing the 4-week process, it's more manageable than just doing it right away, and it's more likely that you're going to actually stick to it and create this habit. Tip number 2 is prepare the night before. Waking up earlier is hard at first because your mind goes to a bunch of excuses as to why you shouldn't wake up earlier or why you can't wake up earlier. By preparing the night before, you're more likely to dramatically increase your success of actually waking up earlier. I like to have a little checklist of things that I like to do before I go to bed, and it just makes it a lot more easier for me to get out of bed in the morning and be successful and have that productive day. I actually just did a night routine video of what I do to get ready to wake up for 5 a.m. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link it down below, and as well as include the card. Definitely check out my night routine. A few things that I like to do to prepare myself for the next day is to, 1, pick out the clothes that I want to wear for the next day. When I do put my alarm on, I like to make sure that I put my alarm across the room because it just always forces me to get out of bed, as opposed to having it right beside me where I could just hit that snooze button easily. I know it's like a trick that so many of us know now, but it really does work. Another step I like to do is make my tea or coffee the night before. All you have to do is walk downstairs, grab it, and you're ready to go. You don't have to do that process of actually making it. It's ready, and if that's something that you really enjoy is your morning coffee or your morning tea, then this is a great step to prepare the night before. Another step I like to do is kind of to tidy up my room, because I find when my room's a mess and I have to wake up and do work, it really distracts me and it makes me not focus and makes me not want to get out of bed and be productive. And the last step, plan out my days. And I do this by either writing down a to-do list. And for myself personally, if I have a video to plan, I'll usually plan out my video so that the next day all I have to do is just jump right into it and I don't waste time preparing and trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. So those are typically the 5 steps that I like to do to prepare the night before, and it just gives me a clear start to every single day when I do these steps. Tip number 3 is super crucial, and that is to allow yourself to sleep earlier. I always get asked tons of questions. If I'm waking up so early, what time do I go to sleep? So it is important that you are still getting your 7 to 8 hours every single night. If you're just staying up super late at night and you're waking up in the morning, you're getting no sleep, that is not good for you. That is not healthy for your body. So I always like to typically go to bed around 9-ish p.m. I find that works the best for me. It makes me feel well rested and I get that amount of sleep that I should be getting every single night by doing so. And it is easier for me to wake up in the morning. During the weekdays especially, that's when I'll go to bed. On the weekends, I'm a little bit more flexible with myself because of course if I go out, then I don't necessarily just want to go to bed at 9. I will be having a weekend routine coming soon, so stay tuned for that. I just think it's really important that you do sleep because of course if you're not going to sleep, you're going to be sleep deprived. It's not good for your body and you're just going to be delusional and unproductive anyways, so you might as well get that well-needed rest. But when it comes to a daily basis, I do like to try and be in bed by 9 p.m. And that leads me to tip number 4, which is kind of to listen to your body and allow yourself to sleep in for those days that you need. To create a habit, it takes typically anywhere between 21 to 60 days to create that habit. But after that time, once you actually have your habit created, it is okay to sometimes sleep in if you need it. You don't need to feel like you have to do it your entire life because honestly, that is not realistic. Let's say you're sick one day or you're jet lagged or you're just exhausted and you need to sleep. Your body just craves it and needs it. Then it is okay to sleep in that day and get that much needed rest. In the end of the day, it's important to listen to your body. It's all about creating healthy habits and making sure that they're sustainable. Tip number 5, now that we are sleeping and our alarm went off, something that I like to do is once I turn off my alarm, I like to get out of my room. Whether that's you going directly into the kitchen or maybe your bathroom, I always like to go to the washroom and then I'll wash my face and do my skincare and hygiene routine. And this really just wakes me up. I'm less likely to go right back into bed once I do this. This just doesn't allow you to have that time to rationalize in your head that you need more sleep or you should go back to bed. Tip number 6 is not gonna be for everyone, but this really helped me to become a morning person, and that is taking contrast showers. Contrast showers are when you shower about for 2 to 3 minutes in like warm hot water, and then you shower 1 minute in cold water, and then you keep going back and forth between the two. There is amazing health benefits to contrast showers, but it actually really helps provide you with energy. And a lot of the times when you wake up early in the morning, you may not feel energetic, you may feel sluggish, you may feel tired. This is really going to help wake you up. They actually say contrast showers are even better than having a cup of caffeine. It gives you more energy than that. So if you're someone that really doesn't like waking up in the morning because you just don't feel any energy, definitely try this. I know it may not be for everyone or you may hate it at the beginning, but you'll eventually get used to it and you will not mind contrast showers. And that leads me to tip number 7, which is another one that can be based on personal preference, but it is something that I do, and that is to just do a morning workout. So right when I wake up, I like to get ready and go to the gym. That is something that really works for me. It helps to give me energy, it puts me in a better mood, it makes me feel more productive, and it also gets that workout done in the morning and you have the rest of the day to do whatever you have to do. I also find it improves my sleeps for every night, and it just makes me feel a lot better. And doing a workout doesn't mean you have to go to the gym. It's something I personally like to do. Is I like to go to the gym. I just find getting out of the house and working out at the gym I'm more likely to do. But you can even do a quick workout in the morning in your house, or you can go and do a jog outside or walk outside. Just do something that's really gonna help pump your blood and get you moving. I find once I do my morning workout, I'm up, I'm ready, and I'm not going to go back to bed. And I also feel a lot better and a lot more productive when I do this. And the last tip is to take advantage of the extra time and don't forget your reason for doing it. Once again, you're up, you have so much extra time to do whatever you want to do. So make sure that you're not just waking up early and you're going on your phone, looking on social media, doing stuff like that where it's just unproductive, because at that point there's no real point. You're waking up early because you want to accomplish your task, you want to be productive, you want to be successful. So for me, myself, I like to do a bunch of work. I like to email, so do business emails. I like to do some editing that I may have not finished the night before, some planning, some prepping, my workout. Take advantage of it. Waking up earlier is a tool for you to start your day on a positive note, and it's going to allow you to be a lot more productive if you use your time wisely. It gives you the focus so that you can really have a successful day ahead of you. You also want to focus on the good that you're doing and not dread waking up in the morning. Like I said at the beginning of the video, remember your reason as to why you're waking up and focus on that and accomplish those tasks. And trust me, if you wake up earlier than, let's say you have to go to school or you have to go to work or something like that, you're going to get a lot more done in those morning hours, and maybe you're doing a side hustle and that's why you want to wake up earlier. Whatever it may be, just make sure that you're focusing and you're accomplishing those tasks and you just take advantage of those extra hours that you have in the morning. But those are all of my tips when it comes to how to actually become a morning person. Of course, it's not going to be easy right away, especially if you're not a morning person. I'm not going to say that it's going to be the easiest thing, because it's not, but I really feel if you implement these tips and you also do it gradually, trust me, you're going to train and adjust your body to being able to wake up in the morning and enjoy it and not dread it. And if you guys did want, make sure you guys check my merch down below. I will have it linked. Also, if you want more videos like this, subscribe and turn on the bell, because I definitely want to do more. I upload every Thursday and Sunday, so I will catch you guys on those days. But I hope you guys are having an amazing day, evening, or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!